I would describe my experience in the workshop series as eye-opening because I thought I knew a lot about the systemic problems we have, but I didn't know what specific issues we had in East Providence and how influential they were. So to have the workshop start with that data that the kids go through, and then they really just give it to you on paper, and then it kind of just opens your eyes to the issues that you may or may not have been aware of in your own building.
I didn't realize the things that I thought in the classroom, everyone else was thinking at the same time, or that I wasn't alone. And it was very, very helpful with having students there.
I don't think it would be the same if it wasn't facilitated by the students. I think they were such a powerful, if not the most powerful component of the whole experience.
It was like being on the opposite end in the classroom where the students are actually teaching us. And we get the feeling that when we're answering something and sharing out, what the kids feel like when they're in the classroom too. And we have to actually share out, and you might feel uncomfortable saying something or empowered. That's how I felt. Sometimes I was very uncomfortable. I can't share this out, but then it made me feel empowered.
I think the using of the students as facilitators was extremely powerful. We often get an adult perspective, but we got the students' perspective, and we're in the business of working with students.
I'll tell you that the very first day when I walked in, I was nervous, point blank. One of the things that impressed me the most was the organization that he had. The hook activity.
I would say the activity that stood out to me the most was the NASA activity. So we each had like a set of things that we would have in our town or city, and we had to design it. And we had to ask NASA permission to purchase certain things like fire stations and police stations and hospitals and all these things. And we each had this huge stack of money, but even if we had the money, they wouldn't take it. And we would hear microaggressions and reaction to the type of community we had. And it really puts you in that position. It makes you feel frustrated. And you could see the range of emotions for different people. And you can read about the inequities in our country, but like a simple activity like this gives you just a tiny piece of what it feels like in that position. So most professional developments, you go to one session and then you may learn something and then you go home. But with this, it became kind of a safe space in a community in which you could make mistakes, you could grow, and work on yourself.
It sort of empowered me to have those types of conversations that in the beginning you might have stepped back and thought about, but now I feel like I have a good, strong knowledge base to engage in a conversation. I understand terminology. I understand from different cultural perspectives. I understand body language and microaggressions and all of that. So I feel like it's expanded my knowledge and really made me realize that my knowledge base, what I thought I knew, I really didn't know.
It was just amazing. It was just, for me, it was full of hope. It gave me hope.
My voice has become stronger and louder, and base it on me being older, I don't know, but I'm not going to be as afraid any longer to sit by and let certain things happen.
I'd say taking away from this workshop, it kind of kickstarted a lot of growth in being proactive. And even though I saw some things around me, or maybe I was even part of things that were part of the problem, now I have the skills, the vocabulary, and those dialogue structures to call it out, and to be able to have those conversations that are uncomfortable, but we need to have them or else it won't change. So a year ago, I would probably say, I'm a new teacher in the district. I can't say anything about what I just saw. And now I think that's part of the problem. So I refuse to stay silent. I'll call out if I hear someone else saying something or if I recognize something in myself, and I ask my kids, let me know how this is going. And that is a lifelong journey.